party people. I have never been more stressed leading up to a finale before, like I have been with Young Royal Season 3. With there being like a week of agony between the penultimate episode of Young Royal Season 3 and then the actual finale, there was a lot of time for like some speculation, been people spiraling a lot. Yeah, but there's been a lot of spiraling about whether everyone's favorite totally unique gay couple was going to end up together after breaking up at the very last minute in episode 5.
Jag kan inte göra det här längre.
And you know, spoiler warning, they did. Which I didn't really want them to get back together. I kinda hoped they would stay broken up. In the week after watching the 5th episode, which did end up with the pair breaking up as a cliffhanger for episode 5, I had been hoping that they wouldn't get back together. What I wanted from the series finale was just closure on the relationship that I and like most other people have like been following very closely for the last 3 years over the course of these 3 seasons. And we were really close to getting just that, but like I'm sure a lot of people are very happy that Wilhelm and Simon didn't end up together in the final moments of the show, but I'm just not, and that's okay. It's okay that I'm not happy with it, but you know, everything with the finale I thought was really good. I really enjoyed it up until the like very last scene when Wilhelm chased down the car and they kissed, thus getting back together. You can leave the show with the idea of them riding, or you know, rather driving off into the sunset together, cuddling in the back seat, but their problems haven't really changed because of that. I don't know, a lot of people will simply like view the show as is and like accept the ending for what it is and not really think much past that, but unfortunately I'm not really like that. I'm gonna like view everything about it. I'm gonna take everything into account and think what happens after. So, like, season 3 is the first season we have seen them be able to like be fully open about the relationship, be fully public with it. And you know, of course that brought a lot of drama because it's like a drama show. So there were a lot of problems, and these problems did eventually drive them apart in episode 5 when Simon broke up with Wilhelm, because everything was just too much. And he thought it was like too hard. It shouldn't be that hard to love somebody. And like these problems will probably break them up again. But this time we just won't watch it. We just won't watch it happen. So in a lot of people's minds, it simply won't. And that's good for them. That's good for them. They're not like dealing with my bullshit. Like, abdication or not, but it's like I'm happy for Wilhelm that he did that, because he clearly didn't want the crown. He didn't really want much to do with it. But it doesn't really change the issues that are in the relationship already. Like, don't get me wrong, I really did enjoy watching the relationship. They were a cute couple. It would have been really nice for just them to just be like a nice little like first love, like high school romance type of thing, because they're not going to last. Ultimately, they're not gonna make it in the long run. That's what I think, at least. We have seen this show follow along some typical tropes that you found in fictional romance, being like an additional love interest for one of the main characters that we know isn't going to last, and a breakup shortly before the end. Now, I'll admit, I really don't read or watch a lot of romance because of these tropes, because I don't think they're good, and I don't think it doesn't interest me at all. A lot of people complain about these a lot, and they like, especially the like last minute breakup before they get back together in the end. The reason I see a lot of people complain about this is because of why they broke up. Because typically what I see is that it being a like miscommunication thing that can be very easily solved with one conversation. But that's not what Young Royals did. They presented some very realistic problems in the relationship, which really to me only further solidified why they would not last in the long run. And whether or not August got involved or not, like he was addicted to what he did, but I doubt they would have like kept their relationship a secret forever, which still like leads us to the events of season 3. And like I said before, these problems, they're not gonna go away. I think likely this book just turned to be like an on and off couple even after their time at Hillerska, until they officially do break up. Off screen, of course, we're not gonna watch this. That's what I'm thinking about. Their story doesn't really just end for me because I'm no longer going to be watching them on my screen. I'm going to think past that, like I said before. them getting back together in the final season of the episode takes away from the breakup they already had, which honestly I thought was quite a nice one. Like after like having like talk you through it all in episode 6, because that's what I liked about it, that they talked about it and came to like a peaceful conclusion. It's really like provided closure on the relationship, at least for me. I thought that was really nice. If you made it this far in the video, I would love if you wanted to check out my fantasy book, A Story by Revenge, which is the first in a series of 3, with 3 accompanying short stories available on Amazon. So far, there is this book 1 and 2 short stories. You can find a link in the description to my Amazon and my Goodreads, and I would love if you checked it out and told me what you think. My ideal finale for Young Rules was really closure. That's what I wanted a lot when I was talking about it with my sister before the episode come out. I wanted closure, I wanted to tie up loose ends. And they did a good job with that, especially with like their relationship. They spent their last night together enjoying themselves and just talked about what happened rather than like avoiding it, because it was a difficult conversation to have.
Inget då, ingenting sen. Bara nu. En sista kväll ihop. Vi är värda det. Jag gillar det.
Wilhelm gave up the crown that he never even wanted, and even outside of them, I was pretty happy with what happened. Stella and Fredrika kissed, which I thought was very nice. I didn't really watch any of the past seasons. Like obviously in this season I picked up on some of that, and it was really nice that we got that conclusion. And yes, Sara left that relationship that wasn't good for her with August, and I'm happy for her too. And also she also reconciled with Felice. Not only if they had kissed, that would have been my ideal like final scene of the show, rather than Wilhelm and Simon kissing again, because that's just for my shipping purposes. But really, like the final scene I would have wanted to see, following Wilhelm telling his parents that he didn't want the crown, was Sara, Felice, and Simon driving away from Hilska. Like just a fresh start for both of them, away from each other. I think that's what they need, because they have been so wrapped up in each other, and there's been so much like drama, and like maybe they could be together like in the future, a couple of years from now. But like right now, they're mostly just like bad together. They need time apart. They need to like grow. Like I guess the rest of the fans are happy. Like my sister, who told me she doesn't care if it makes sense, and I understand. Like sometimes you just want a couple you like to be happy together, whether or not you might be the most logical thing. Feel free to leave your opinions on the finale in the comments below. I want to just state right now, I am in no way trying to say that if you did enjoy the finale and you are happy that they are together, I'm not saying that you're wrong for that. I'm just trying to share my opinion and explain why I feel that way. So thank you for watching. If you have any like suggestions on something else you'd like me to see me talk about or do or whatever, you can also leave those in the comments. But otherwise, thank you for being here, and I hope you had a good time.